What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast, episode number 154. My name is Jeff James. As always, with me, the incredible, unobtainable, luscious Brody Faults. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to not get sick. How about you?
I'm just trying to get toilet paper.
Yeah?
Yeah, legit.
Good luck. You're gonna have to go fight people for that.
Yeah.
I mean, actual fist fight people.
PSA, if you're buying more than like two packs of toilet paper, you're an asshole. Like straight up. Straight up. I mean, it's dick move. Dick move. There's no toilet paper, and there's not going to be toilet paper for a while. I mean, I'm sure it's going to mess up supply chains.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People are panicking because of the panic buying from panicking. It's a vicious circle of creating their own, lack of toilet paper. It's kind of incredible, really.
Think about this, too. Think about how fucking dense we are as human beings.
Right.
Viral infection, no gastro issues. Toilet paper, first thing that comes to mind. Are you fucking kidding me? How about food? How about maybe some medicine, some cough suppressants, maybe I don't know, masks. I mean, even that's stupid because people are wearing masks. Here's the thing about masks. If the mask does not suction to your fucking face, you have created a vacuum,
not a seal,
to where every time that you breathe, all the shit is coming into your fucking mask and staying in there.
Yep.
I was in the airport yesterday. So many people had masks on. None of them fit their fucking face. Useless. And you just took away a mask that could have been used at a hospital.
And if you have a beard, that shit is doing no good at all.
Correct. Also, people wore gloves at the airport.
Nice.
Here's the great thing about gloves, Brody.
Go ahead and tell me the great thing about
gloves. Thing about being a human being is you have things called hands. Hands have flesh around them. If as human beings we decide to wash the flesh that is on our hands for 20 seconds, we'll eradicate this. We'll be good.
You mean the flesh that is specifically there to protect your body from bacteria and viruses?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I wear gloves, I go around all fucking day with gloves. The shit just stays on my gloves, and now I've spread the shit more.
Right.
With the glove.
Yes.
Because why would I wash my gloves on my hands?
Right.
That would be fucking stupid.
That would be insane.
We're so fucked. We're so
coronavirus.
Fucked.
Good God.
This is how we go. Toilet paper and gloves. Are you fucking kidding me?
Screw that. I'm just going to handstand in the shower and twerk. I don't need toilet paper.
That's what I'm about to say to the boys at the company. I was like, hey, look, I'll just be running the shower every time you take a shit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
there's ways around this. It's fine.
But
I will survive without toilet paper.
There's going to be
for a long time.
There's going to be 3 aha moments to this nation and revolutions. First one. A lot of people are going to end up working remote. I don't know. Many people are going to want to go back to their fucking job after working remote, if that's the case.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Not an option for me, but
yeah, I know. But dude, I mean, seriously, a lot of jobs can be remote. And they're just not.
Oh, yeah.
It's really dumb. 2, we're susceptible to crazy diseases that we cannot see. And we're so fragile in everything that we do as humans. And 3, we should have bidets a long time ago. We fucked up. If we had bidets, not an issue.
Isn't North America one of the main areas where bidets are not popular? They're pretty much popular everywhere else except for here.
Yeah. You just have something, spray your ass with water.
Right.
Oh my God.
This is sounding like one of our Patreon episodes. Anyway.
It's a PSA, man. Yeah, let's get the video games. First of all, guys, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Diggity Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And if you haven't already, spread the news. We're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever awesome podcasts listen to. Also, new podcast coming at you live. So we announced last week. No, we didn't. We lost last episode. Shit. That we are going down to 1 episode a week. For those who have not listened to that previous episode, here's why. Video game news. We want to produce high level quality stuff, both on the audio version of the podcast as well as our YouTube. We need time to do so. In doing that, one episode a week makes sense. We asked around, we asked people before doing this decision. Seemed like the consensus was once a week was better idea from our side. It allows us to engage a little bit more on news, and it also allows us to kind of selectively choose what we want to talk about, and not in the essence of like stuff we don't care about, but just minute stuff that doesn't really matter in some cases.
Yeah, sometimes we would pick up some real filler stuff just to
Yeah.
kind of pad out the episode, which isn't. I mean, we tried to make it entertaining, obviously, but in order to make a full episode, sometimes you do have to do some of that, and it's like stupid stuff that nobody really cares about, but
Yeah.
it's still important stuff. But now everything that we cover is going to be predominantly larger topics and bigger news rather than focusing on some smaller stuff that we don't necessarily need to cover and you don't necessarily need to know.
Yes. And the new show will begin one episode a week next week. It will happen on the live show on YouTube. We'll start on Thursday nights. Typical time around 9:30, 10-ish is when we've done it typically. The recording, the audio version of the podcast will go up every Friday morning. So when you're in quarantine, you can listen to it Friday morning, sulk about the fact that you're not going to have a weekend because you're in your house washing your ass with the shower faucet and eating macaroni and cheese for the 15th time. But you'll have us.
That's
Be
right.
worried. Be worried.
You can listen to us while you shit and use all of the toilet paper that you stockpiled. It'll be great.
Looking at you, Karen. Fuck you, Karen. So then, the great thing about this too is we're actually announcing a new podcast. The podcast has nothing to do with video games. Maybe in some cases it might here and there.
Yeah, it might
It is
pop up.
all encompassing life and talking about stuff and just shooting the shit, completely off topic stuff, having a blast. We're going to have our friends on here and there. We hope to have other guests on here and there as well and either interview them, question about stuff, but either talk about deep things or talk about dumb stuff like what we just did about washing our buttholes in the shower. And so, you can expect awesome stuff like that. We will announce the name of this next week. And the week following that is when this podcast will go live. For the first time, and that podcast will be available every Monday morning. The thing is that Monday mornings suck. If we can pick you up in the Monday morning
brighten your day,
it's something to brighten your day. You can listen to us, hear us, and the goal is to grow it to where we can have again our friends on and just something that we just chat general about a bunch of stuff, either in a serious manner or in our case, usually a ridiculous manner. So when the more information comes out about that, we will hit you up with that, and we hope that you take on that and take partake in that. Community and continue that forward. And so that's some housekeeping awesome news, I guess, from us. And I guess before we move into the news, what have you been playing, my dude?
I've been playing Modern Warfare, predominantly Warzone, that dropped this week, and we'll actually get into that a little bit later in this episode, and a little bit more Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I'm still slowly chipping away at that game. It's taking me a lot longer than I expected. I figured I'd be done with it by now, but I'm enjoying my time with it, and I'm kind of, I guess, savoring the ridiculously of it, and I'll probably have it hopefully done by the end of March. We'll see.
Good God. For me, it's been a very busy week with what I do, and I've been able to play Plague Inc. I felt bad as playing that on the plane.
Oh God! Oh no!
It was an aisle seat too, so that didn't help.
Oh
boy, let me tell you something about the thing I was at.
Mm-hmm.
This I will not name what I was at, but this conference that I had to be at, which was like half the thing I was down there for. Sent out an email saying that they would have like WHO, World Health Organization, like super high tier standards, okay, for cleanliness. We show up to this thing. The only place where there's hand sanitizers, like automated hand sanitizer stuff, is out in the hallways when you're walking into the conference and when you exit. Not nowhere in this thing. 115 countries at this thing.
Oh boy.
Now a lot of international stuff dropped out, but there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people at this thing. So all of the people with booths like came together and like, look, we got to put hand sanitizer on our thing. They bought Lysol, everything. They were wiping down their stuff. The show didn't do shit. Also,
Yeah.
don't put a puppy lounge where your food trucks are. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
The hell's the matter with you?
great.
See dog shit while I'm grabbing a burrito at the food truck? What an oversight. But anyways,
What a mess.
the main thing of why I'm trying to loop this in is bad timing. There was a guy, like a promoter, I guess, at the trade show, and I shit you not, he had this big lime green sign, and it said, "We have Corona at 1 p.m. Booth number blah 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 blah."
Oh,
And I watched it.
no.
I'm like, boy, that's fucking rough.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That's awful. That's not good.
great.
Not great. But anyways, yeah, I was playing Plague Inc. on the plane, like secretly. I felt bad. I mean, it's the only game on my fucking phone that doesn't require internet. So I'm like, I was trying to find different options, and my plane didn't have Wi-Fi, and I'm like, oh shit. And I started playing it, and I'm like covering it up and shit. And I'm like, all right, let's start it in like, China, and let's do this right. I called it COVID-19, and I started like going with it, and I'm like, oh my god. So
yeah, that man right there. Get him.
yeah, dude.
Oh,
People are still
no.
gross on planes. Do they sneeze?
Oh, absolutely.
It's disgusting. There's a guy whose plane lands, and it's like his whole body convulsed as it land, and you could just see the fucking particles all the way across the fucking thing. It's disgusting.
Well, enjoy your coronavirus.
People are filthy. Yeah, right. Now I gotta wait 14 days. Hope for the best.
Ugh.
Fuck.
So anyway, video games and such again.
Yeah.
So Diggity deals for the week. Xbox One, you can get Lego Marvel Collection for $23.99 on the Xbox Store. For Nintendo Switch, you can get Jackbox Party Pack 3 for $14.99 on the US eShop. Personally, my favorite of the Jackbox Party Packs. On PlayStation 4, you can get PUBG for $19.79 on the PlayStation Store.
God.
And on PC, you can get Civ 6 for $14.99 on Steam.
Civ 6. Damn.
I picked it up in a Humble Bundle a while ago for like dirt cheap. I mean, with everything else that came with it, it was all simulation games and such. It was fantastic.
Cool,
but yeah, some pretty decent stuff. Xbox was struggling this week. There wasn't a whole lot of great deals, but the Lego Marvel Collection, especially if you have kids, that's a no-brainer. Like, it's fantastic. So
I wonder if they'll struggle. I mean, we'll get into that a little bit when we talk about the E3 stuff, but I wonder if they'll struggle like, for the next month or two with different stuff. It's not going to help. A lot of them are working from home now.
You would think you'd be able to put out some decent deals though and make some pretty good money because a lot of people are stuck at home.
Yep.
Lots of video game playing.
I've got your upcoming game releases. So starting March 13th, you're going to get Artificial Extinction coming to PC, Dead or School coming to PS4 and Switch, right? MLB The Show 20 coming to PS4. My Hero 1's Justice 2 coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Neo 2 comes to PS4. Then on March 17th, you're going to get The Division 2, and that comes to Stadia. And Green and Orcs Life comes to PC. March 19th, you have Total War, Three Kingdoms, A World Betrayed DLC hitting PC, my dudes. And March 20th, we get Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Switch and Doom Eternal for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Stadia coming out. Doom Eternal, I'm so pumped for. I also think Nintendo has created this virus so people would play Animal Crossing New Horizons.
I've seen lots of theories like that.
Yeah.
It's from Nintendo. You can stay home and live life through a video game instead.
I also saw a great theory on Twitter where it was, I guess, some researchers in Canada and Toronto were able to like separate the virus, which is a huge part in being able to find like a cure.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's swept, like it's big news or whatever. So we're closer and closer to a vaccine, which is great. And someone did this thing where it's like, hockey is canceled in Canada. 6 hours without hockey. Hey, we figured it out.
Hey, don't worry. We got it.
What should we do? Let's figure out that Corona thing. God.
So the Epic Game Store's free games of the week are Anodyne 2, Return to Dust, A Short Hike, and Mutazione. So go check those out.
Cool. Quick little tidbit. Horizon Zero Dawn has officially been announced for PC this summer through Steam. And if you don't like that's coming to PC, Fuck you.
Damn. Wow. What
I'm
a stance
so
on that.
sick and tired of seeing this ridiculous shit on Twitter, dude.
Oh, I agree. I
Where
agree.
where people are like, "Oh, it shouldn't come to PC because it's a PS4." No, great games should go everywhere.
It should go everywhere and everybody should be able to play it. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, it's fantastic,
I've been
wonderful.
dipping into that a little bit here and there as well. Like I need to get back into it and just hit it hard, but I haven't quite done that yet.
Imagine
But
this thing on like max settings, dude.
oh, it'd be
On PC, it's
gorgeous.
gonna be beautiful,
Gorgeous. Yeah.
tremendous.
I'll still play it on PlayStation because that's where I already own it. But I'm super happy it's coming to PC. I can't wait to see some of this stuff
Yeah.
that people come out. I'm sure there's gonna be some awesome mods for it as well.
Oh
that'll
yeah,
come
some
along.
funny ones too, like Macho Man.
Yeah.
Has
It
to
wouldn't
be
be
in
complete without Macho Man. I'm sure they'll get Thomas the Tank Engine in there
Yep.
somewhere. I mean,
Shrek.
the classics.
Shrek will be
Master
in there.
Chief, maybe. Why not?
Yeah.
That's
Corona.
sacrilegious, but
Someone will put it in there.
one of the main like big boss fights is going to be Corona.
Yeah. Pull his lime. Hit his lime.
The Phantasy Star Online 2 open beta test starts on March 17th on Xbox.
Okay.
So that's another just little tidbit. I played the closed beta. I'll probably dip back into it a little bit in the open beta, but I'm not gonna dive into it too much. I have other things I need to be playing.
Quick little tidbit as well. PUBG has now added cross-party play between Xbox and PS4. That's huge. So while crossplay has been available for a while now, this feature will allow you and your friends from another console to play together and chat in one in-game party together. Awesome.
I'm so happy to see these kinds of things happening. The crossplay in itself is awesome. You can play with buddies, but once the party is the big thing. So you can actually talk to your buddies as you play, and especially in a battle royale setting, like
for sure.
That's almost absolutely necessary. You gotta have that. So fantastic. The NFL and 2K have teamed up again. So the two have partnered before with a series of NFL games from 1999 to 2004. Many things are still pretty foggy on what exactly these games are going to be, but this is what we know so far. So the first thing is the games are being described as non-simulation football game experiences. The games are still in early development and are set to launch in 2021. The deal is for multiple games as well. So we should have a few years of that at least and see how they do and then go from there. And EA will continue to produce the Madden franchise, obviously, as they are actually considered NFL simulation games. So I'm hoping to see something
quarterback
wacky. Well, I don't even want that. I think that's more of a simulation too.
NFL
I'm hoping.
Blitz.
Yeah, I'm hoping for like a Blitz or something of that realm, the more arcadey NFL style games like NFL Street was fantastic. Those were
I bet
fun
you they'll
games.
do a sim.
But Street was made by EA, I believe. I think that was still EA.
Do you think that the sim, as I just said, I bet you they do a sim. Do you think the sim only means like gameplay sim of football and not like management? Like for say like you have like a stadium and you start a stadium and you know what I mean? Like a Sim City almost, but
I mean, Madden is considered a simulation game
yeah.
in their eyes. So I assume this is going to be arcadey, and I assume it's going to be. I mean, shoot, I'd be all right with something. God, I can't even remember what some of the other arcade
Couple
like
games too.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm excited to see this. We've talked many times about how we like the old arcade
NHL
sports games, like
hits and all that.
NHL hits and MLB Slugfest and stuff like that.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
those are blast. Those take a sport that is fun to play and watch and whatnot, but make it so much better to play in a video game.
Yeah.
Add a video game element to it. Let's bring that back.
Cool. Two powerhouses are collaborating, Lego and Nintendo. So designers from both companies are joining forces to create a new physical play experience that brings Super Mario to life in the world of Lego bricks, and it's launching later this year. Lego Super Mario promises to be neither a video game nor a traditional Lego set, but instead a hybrid of both. This is what we call Toys as games. And at this time, many of the details are still unknown, as we have only seen a teaser for the product, but you can see kids playing with an interactive Lego Mario on what looks very similar to a traditional Mario level. So I'm assuming it's going to be Toys as games. And that's what you're going to get, and that is an incredibly powerful partnership. I mean,
Yeah,
good God,
those two are massive.
Did you see that they're doing something with Levi's as well?
Levi's, like the jean company?
Yeah.
Really?
So I don't think it's been
Nintendo or
announced.
Lego is doing it. I
No,
hadn't seen that.
Nintendo with Levi's.
Really?
So yeah,
I
I
Can I
think
get Mario embroidered on my ass? Is that what this is gonna be?
yeah,
Oh, yes.
it's like Mario like on a jean jacket and like coins on pants and stuff like that. So it's
Chain chomp and embroidered on my pocket.
yeah, absolutely Koopa shell right on your crotch. So the blue shell right on your crotch.
That's just wrong.
um and anyways, so the big thing on this is that I think the Levi's stuff is getting announced like later on, but I think it's part of like the Japanese like outfits for the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
And also part of like Olympic gear in some fashion because Mario is an ambassador, right? Like that's
Right.
yeah. So that hasn't been announced yet, but it's been teased. It's all over Twitter. Like I got it. I keep seeing ads for it on Twitter. So, but yeah. So this is a powerhouse. I mean, it'd be really cool if you can create Mario levels in it, and then like it knows that the levels have been created, and you can like make them in game. I mean, that's gonna be
Yeah.
insane. That's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
I haven't told my kids about it, but I'm not yet,
don't.
at least, because I know I'm going to have to purchase it. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone has finally been released, which we kind of touched on at the beginning of this episode. But
Playing it tonight. Can't wait.
oh yeah,
Can't wait for Call of Duty, Call of Fortnite. Love it.
Call of Fortnite. That's right. So the newest edition of Call of Duty Battle Royale is here, and it is free to play for everyone. There are some refreshing differences in Warzone that break up some of the normal Battle Royale gameplay. The first one is 150 players in each match.
Oh my God.
And it is a 3-man squad. I hope they
Yes.
bring back the 4, but
Yeah.
I like having 4 just because we always end up leaving somebody out and it kind of sucks. But
Yeah.
and when you die, you go to the gulag, which you have a chance to fight in a 1v1 match, which is they give you a preset loadout, kind of like gunfight. And if you win the match, you automatically respawn, and you can do this once per match.
You should have to fight, fist fight.
I'd just win a boxing match.
I'd win that.
I really, really like this gulag thing. Like, this is really cool how they do it.
Yeah, it's really neat.
There's also a money system that allows you to buy various different perks. So you can call in a supply crate that has loadouts, and you can choose any of your multiplayer loadouts to use in game. You can also actually use this to bring back a teammate that may not have won in the gulag or may have died after he already went to the gulag. So this is, I mean, money is the whole name of the game, and you can do different challenges. Like some of them are hunt down a certain player, or some of them are go to these certain locations to find like crates and stuff. But it's really, really cool. I really like what they've done with it. I think it's a very, very smart turn on kind of the battle royale and something different. And it also has a lot of the things like being able to ping something or show where your enemies are and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But just a heads up in case you think you're going to jump right in. If you do not own Modern Warfare, the download is 100 gigabytes because you're essentially downloading the entire Modern Warfare client without having everything else.
Yeah.
And if you do already have the game, it is 20 gigabytes. So just
have you
know that now.
Have you played this? Have you played this already?
I have played probably maybe 8 matches. We played me and intern Ethan played last night. We actually won our first match. It was just me and him on a team. We didn't queue up to find another guy.
Oh my God.
And we actually won. It was fantastic. It was a really epic ending too. It was awesome.
With the whole gulag stuff, do the matches last really, like, do they run really long?
No, they're super fast. It is a single match. Like, there's no best of 3, best of 5 or anything like that. It is super fast, and you basically go in there, and a lot of
But
times
like,
you're either going to get a pistol or you're going to
yeah,
get a
yeah.
shotgun most of the time.
I mean,
And
like the whole game in itself. Not just having
oh
that game mechanic. Does it make it a lot longer? Because people
no, I
fun.
personally don't think it lasts much longer than a normal battle royale match.
Oh,
Actually,
okay, cool.
I think these actually seem to go quicker than some of them. I mean, some battle royales tend to drone on for a while, I
PUBG.
think, but I think this goes fairly quick, not too bad, and it's enjoyable. I'm really, really liking this, and I'm not a fan of battle royales, but I really like the gunplay of Call of Duty, so this is right up my alley. I mean,
Sure.
this is by far my favorite battle royale out right now.
Oh,
And
great.
and I don't know. I like Apex as well, but not nearly enough to play it on a regular basis. So this
Yeah.
is, and the nice thing is all of your progression in this counts towards your guns and multiplayer, and it also counts towards the battle pass and things like that. So it's just another way to play the game and still earn
That's
content. And
fantastic.
yeah, it's really, I'm very impressed, in all honesty.
Damn. That's awesome. Cool. Moving on, GDC will still happen this year, but kind of. With the proper event being canceled, GDC will now be streamed using pre recorded presentations from the developers. So we got a statement from GDC, and it is as follows. Thanks to submissions from many of the speakers who had talks planned for GDC 2020, we will be streaming recorded versions of their GDC sessions on the official GDC Twitch channel. Streaming session content will be featured on March 16th to 20th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific. In addition to select GDC 2020 talks, virtual award ceremonies for the Independent Games Festival, or IGF, and Game Developers Choice Awards, GDCA, will be streaming at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, March 18th. So the crazy thing about this is that they're doing this obviously for GDC Vault, also, which I don't know if many people know about that, but you kind of sign up for access. A lot of like big game devs will do it and gives access, like their employees have access to basically all these different talks and presentations and training videos within GDC from past GDCs, which is great. I'm happy that they're doing that because a year of no new content in the GDC Vault would suck.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's great, and hopefully they can hit 2021 much better.
Yeah, I think this is kind of going to be the story for the year. I mean, essentially, we're going to see a lot of digital presentations, and I mean, obviously, the main one you always compare it to is Nintendo. Nintendo does a fantastic job with their directs, and so
Mhm.
everything else is basically compared to it in that way. So I think, I mean, obviously, with this next little bit of news, this is really going to be what we see a lot of this year. So with that being said, our big chunk of news here is E3 has been officially canceled for the year. So the statement from the ESA says, after careful consultation with our member companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled for June 9th through the 11th in Los Angeles. Following increased and overwhelming concerns about the COVID-19 virus, we felt that this was the best way to proceed during such an unprecedented global situation. We are very disappointed that we are unable to hold this event for our fans and supporters, but we know it's the right decision based on the information we have today. Our team will be reaching out directly to exhibitors and attendees with information about providing full refunds. We are also exploring options with our members to coordinate an online experience to showcase industry announcements and news in June 2020. Updates will be shared on e3expo.com. We thank everyone who shared their views on reimagining E3 this year. We look forward to bringing E3 2021 as a reimagined event that brings fans, media, and the industry together in a showcase that celebrates the global video game industry. And so at this time, the companies that have confirmed they will be hosting some sort of digital presentation to replace the presentation that would have happened during E3 are Xbox, Ubisoft, Limited Run Games, and Devolver Digital. And I'm sure we'll get a few more coming up. But at the time that I wrote all this down, those were the only companies that have confirmed it. So, yeah, this is going to be kind of a weird year. We've seen, I mean, E3's been around for a while now, and it's been a staple of the year for gamers, and something that, just about everybody that plays games and follows all of this news, looks forward to,
Mhm.
So this is gonna be a weird year. I mean, granted, we weren't planning on going to E3 this year, so we were just going to watch it online anyway. So it doesn't directly affect us too much, but it's gonna be a little bit different because it is going to be presented in a different way, and it's not going to be live. So it will be something that I think these companies will be able to use to their advantage. But at the same time, I am slightly concerned that this is going to hurt the ESA even more than what it was already hurting.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a large amount of revenue for them. I mean, like, just for, like, in terms of associations, I guess, like,
Hmm.
kind of a comparison. So, like, obviously March Madness got canceled, right? That accounts for 85% of the budget, like, of
Wow.
the revenue for the NCAA each year.
Oh my God.
85% of revenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And you figure, I mean, this is E3 is their event. Like that is the main
Oh,
event
yeah,
that they
no one
put
else
on.
does anything else in the ESA. They're, "Okay,
Right.
cool, great." Yeah, and also, I mean, the big thing too is, right, not just the ESA. I don't wanna feel bad for just, the big dudes, but, I mean, think about, like, the indie studios that aren't gonna have the ability to show their game and get as much praise, like, on the floor and have meetings, like the
Right.
JW Marriott or anything like that downtown, and these normal things that would create new business and new things.
Hmm.
We could see a lot of either acquisitions or a lot of companies fall, honestly,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they live off this event.
Yeah, like you've said in the past, this is a lot of business goes on behind closed doors
Hell
during this
yeah.
event. So
Between this and
without this
GDC.
event, like
Oh,
even without the all the lights and the crazy, celebrity showing up to present a game that they're loosely tied to or whatever, there's a lot of weird things that happen during E3, but the important stuff is the stuff that we don't directly see, the stuff behind closed doors where
sure.
there's deals being made and there's all sorts of things going on where a lot of these smaller like indie companies and these indie games really get their feet on the ground because of E3 and so
Mhm.
it's going to hurt the industry in a lot of ways that a lot of people
Yeah.
are not even paying attention to and
Mhm.
I mean I really do feel bad for a lot of these indie companies that are we're banking on this. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
huge deal. And especially with, GDC being canceled, well, kind of canceled as well and, some of the other shows that are being postponed or whatever. This is it's really rough on the small guys. Like the bigger guys like Xbox and stuff, they're fine. Ubisoft, fine. Devolver Digital, they're fine. But these smaller companies and
Mhm.
some of these are like five-man teams or even smaller in some cases and they
Yeah.
poured their heart and souls into this and to not get the big recognition that they could have gotten at E3 or make these big deals like that hurts a
Yeah.
lot for these
Yeah,
guys.
a lot of companies I know, like smaller companies, 70-80% of their business is done between for the next year or 2 is done at GDC and E3, and it's done in a hotel, having meetings in a cafe, or going out for dinner at a restaurant. I
Yeah.
mean, you're just not gonna have that. I mean, maybe you can get together with, like, teleconferencing and stuff like that, but you're gonna miss out on opportunity.
Mhm.
You're gonna miss out for sure. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, and we'll have to see. I think this is gonna, much like I joked about at the start of the episode, where this is gonna be something where if everyone does have to go into quarantine, or a lot of people have to work remote for their jobs, which people are starting to do so. This is probably gonna do the same thing for this, where a lot of companies are gonna go, you know what, let's just do like directs each year.
Exactly. And
Let's just get to that, right? So I don't know. It's weird.
that's very much the other side of it as well. We've been kind of talking about how E3's been dying and it seems like it's on its last leg and we don't know how much longer it's going to stick around, but this is not good news for them at all. I mean, very well could be the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah,
It's
nail in the coffin for this one.
Yeah, it's all these companies are going to be able to do these presentations for a lot cheaper because they can do it on their side and everything's digital. They don't have to mess with a lot of the actual event side of it. And so they can save a ton of money by doing it this way and if it's just as successful as a normal E3 year for them, they're not going to see the need to do this and they're not going to see a reason to come back to E3 next year. And so it's concerning from that point of view and it'll be interesting to see especially with as big of a year as this is going to be with the new consoles launching and everything else. This was an important year for E3, and to have it get canceled or kind of canceled, I guess. It's not great by any means.
We shall see what happens.
We shall see.
We shall see. I mean, there's only room for so many shows.
Right.
We'll have to see. Well, guys, that will do it for this episode. If you want to support the show, head over to patreon.com/Diggity Podcast. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find me on Xbox One. My gamer tag is Maple Jeff Brody.
And mine is Luscious Brody. And on PlayStation, you can find me at Wolverine's Cousin.
Ooh, flexing. Leave us a review. It helps us out a ton. Whether it's a comment on one of our YouTube videos or a review left on our YouTube channel or Google Podcasts or wherever, it has helped us get noticed on those platforms, and those reviews are what also allow us to make the show better each and every single week. So thank you to those who have left awesome reviews for us. And until next time, guys, we will see you for the new once a week show, Friday morning for the audio version and Thursday night for the live broadcast on YouTube. See ya.